Haney-Norman battle, and I was very surprised to hear a former promoter that has worked with the Haneys, that has
that had a
promoted and
that had
spoke
a
on these fights on a consistent basis, talked about how great Devin is. He found the fight not only to not be entertaining, but to be the calling card of Devin Haney as an unentertaining fighter that can't move forward if he continues to fight this way.
and I'm just as
That's
surprised
Eddie
it
Hearn.
is he had a I don't know what you might want to call that little pet he had that was leaning on his shoulder. That has to be the most uncomfortable position a dad and Nigel Benn could go over and look at his son, Conor Whenn, with his head on his shoulder. Oh my God. In the middle of, in mid fight of a fight? Can
I,
you imagine that?
I didn't see that. I was there. Did you see that, Sean? What were
Oh
you
man,
thinking about?
listen, makes me want to, yeah, I don't even like to describe it. But yeah, okay, yeah, but I guess Connor, but I mean,
Well, what about that
Eddie,
criticism, Bill? Does Eddie
he
Hearn have
had
a point?
he had Connor Wynn sitting in with him, and he was jockeying for a position for Connor Wynn. But I say Connor Wynn, Connor WHE, not for long, not did nothing, never, nothing at all. Connor Wynn, what has he done?
But
Right?
he
I mean, I
sold
think
out
they were,
Tottenham Stadium back to back.
what the fuck does that mean?
That means he sells tickets. It might be the biggest draw your son could fight moving forward.
Oh, so it matters about, so now we're on the draw. You have to make it make sense. What's making sense? Is the ticket sale, the legacy, which one makes sense?
Well, this is down to the fighter and his advisors. Which one is more
Okay. All right.
important?
Well, listen. What I'm interested in is some real fight, something really happening, and not someone that hasn't did anything. I just don't want to be in the ring with somebody that hasn't fought a champion, became a champion. Um, I don't know. Sean, you'd have to tell me more about what he's done.
Well, I said that I'm keeping it real. They're two weight classes apart. Conor, that was a non-title fight with Eubank. Raheem's right. I mean, especially the first fight had the UK on fire. But yeah, they're two weight classes apart. Conor, yeah, I get what you're saying. You're like, there's other unifications in this division. There's guys like Shakur and Tio who are fighting who might come up from 140 for a fight.
Yeah,
Um,
his dad. Hey, no, his dad is a real man,
Nigel
right?
Benn,
His
oh
dad,
yeah,
yeah,
he
yeah.
should be in the
Nigel
Hall of
Benn is
Fame. You remember the
no, he's a
Gerald McClellan fight, Bill?
yeah. No, he's a stud. He's a stud, right? And just to have a son like that, right? I mean, that shit doesn't fly around here. You ain't fought nobody, you ain't did nothing, but you walk around like you're something. Come on, man. Devin been chasing this shit since he was 19, 20 years old, dog.
He
You know
is.
what I'm saying?
What do you think
Like,
of his explosiveness, Bill? Explosive fighter.
I don't well, listen, I have to see him in there with someone that I can say, is young, is in the same division, is not dehydrated. I need to see more, right? And
Did
that's
you
the only
see
thing
more in
that
the
I said.
rematch? Did he get better?
I think he might have gotten better, and I think Eubank might have gotten worse. You agree with that?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Yeah. So that didn't, that didn't. I mean, it's the dads both have bragging rights for their son, at the playground. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't win anything but rights. You know what I mean on the swing, that other shit, the slide and the rest of that shit, and you know what I mean. Wasn't no real hardware or nothing, no legacy involved. You know what I mean? Nigel Benn, a legend, two-weight world champion. You know what I mean? So Devin, three-weight world champion. So I can say that Devin has done more than the Benns have done in two lifetimes.
Now for Eddie though, Bill, and Devin was on Helwani
Eddie,
as
listen, shout out, listen, let me clear something up with Eddie and then no other than Big Anthony Joshua. About money, you know what I mean? Big motherfucking deal. He's a big deal. He's a champion. He is Mr. UK, and he deserves to come out here and get this payday with no other than MVP promotions, Jake Paul, everything that he's doing in the sport, bringing over all the YouTubers and all that, then knocking out some boxers and mixing it up. To I'm
And fighting
saying
Mike at damn near 60.
right, but still, I give him the credit as being the biggest YouTube boxing star. It means something, y'all. We started on YouTube, y'all on YouTube, he's on YouTube, everybody's smiling like YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, then where you at?
Okay, but Sean, what was your question about
Wait,
Eddie?
hold on.
We're all the way to
No,
Jake
wait.
Paul now.
I need to salute this event that's happening,
Uh-huh.
right? I need to salute this event that's happening between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, right? And that's what Eddie has going. That's what he has going.
But just
Huh?
for Eddie, I've always looked at the situation, and I imagine what he's upset about is when Devin got the WBC interim with or no, he interim, then he got elevated to full
He
in the
couldn't
franchise.
deliver
We used to go back and
Lomachenko.
forth about that.
He couldn't deliver Lomachenko. We came over to get Luke Campbell. He couldn't deliver Luke Campbell for us, right? He
But
couldn't
from his
deliver him.
perspective,
Okay,
Bill,
wait a
he's
second. Let
like
me just tell you.
yeah.
We signed with him to get Luke Campbell for the world championship. He couldn't get Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell left and went and Top Rank swooped in and get him. And it was an unprecedented time where the champion from another division will petition to fight for a vacant belt with Luke Campbell's with the vacant WBC belt. We were supposed to fight for so Eddie was snatched the opportunity. We went and had a meeting the day that Regis Prograis, I believe, was it Regis Prograis had won. Jose Ramirez had beat the guy. We were in,
Josh
whatever.
Taylor. Josh Taylor beat
Just
Jose Rivera.
one of them.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were there, and Bob Arum said, "You signed with the wrong promoter." You remember that?
Yeah.
He said you
After
signed with
Ramirez
the
and
wrong
Hooker. Ramirez and Hooker.
Ramirez and Hooker. He said you signed with the wrong promoter, right? I'm like, damn, Eddie, and you just going to laugh about it, right? So then it came time for us to fight with George Cambosos, right? Lou DiBella and Bob Arum. Lou DiBella had Cambosos, and Bob Arum had Lomachenko. So they wouldn't do a deal with Eddie involved with us because they couldn't get the fighter to do a 3-fight deal. So they X'd Eddie out, had put the deal on the table for us to do not just a 1-fight. Remember, because if we were with Eddie and we weren't signed with Eddie, Eddie bragged about us being a free agent. He didn't put any money to secure us to make us be indebted to him, nor will we probably have signed anything. But we went because we always want to be able to make the biggest deals and the best deal happen. We went with Top Rank and Lou DiBella and did the 3 fights. We told Top Rank, in all fairness, we got these 2, so the 3rd fight we could run out and go to 140, but we will honor it, stay at 135, and fight whoever you guys want us to fight, the best fighter. So in turn, now I believe since then it was Brian Norman. We just did the business again with Brian Norman. So it's always good business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And as I'm thinking about it, you guys even went back with Eddie for the Regis Prograis fight. But I
Regis
think
Prograis fight, yes.
But I think what maybe he was upset about is he did the investment at the champ to get in the championship level, the introduction to championship level, your
All
Linares,
that
Gamboas.
bullshit don't mean nothing. Hey, listen,
Right.
anybody listen, all the fighters listen. Don't that all that don't mean nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Fighters fight, you know what I mean, and promoters promote. You know what I'm saying? Like you do, and you fulfill your end of the deal, and
Right.
that's what you're supposed to do. If it's 3 fights, if it's 2 fights, 1 fight, and you don't hang your head, leave out like you mad about something. Like Devin said, he sounded like he's a bitter ex-girlfriend. He
What's
only
he
signed
bitter
up to be
about
married
though?
for a certain amount of time,
But
huh?
what's he bitter about?
The best
We
I
only
could get
we,
the
we
best I
only
could
said
guess
that
is
we were
now
going to be in
that
bed.
the biggest fights are here and he's not a part of the business. And maybe he haven't invested
Nor
in
is he
the
a part of
introduction. Yeah.
nor is he a part of Richard Hitchenson's business, nor is he a
Right.
part of Shakur's business per se. I mean, it's a lot of guys that have came and he's not part of their business.
Yep.
And he used the same business model to attract them, and then they used our same business model unattached from him, meaning finish your deal out, right? And then take a look at your landscape. What's wrong with that?
Let's
Now,
look at the landscape. I suppose that's good business if you're getting the fights that you want for the money you want to get for them.
mhm.
And I'm assuming Eddie would make the same
Shout
decision
out to
based
Turkey
on his
Allah Sheik.
business.
Shout out to Turkey Allah Sheik, Sela, Dr. Rakan, and everybody over there for making things happen and turning this wild, wild west into a great opportunity for fighters, managers, and everyone that's working hard to get those fights.
Right, but
Because it was a
to
lot of,
that point, Bill, does
uh-huh.
this is this an era where your fighter in particular, but fighters maybe don't see promoters as necessary as they once did? Are you able just to deal with Turkey and his machine without having to go through a promoter anymore for network deals and to get the fights you want? Is this a
I
direct
mean,
conversation?
well, I mean, we've always looked at ourselves as a promotional outfit. We came in the game promoting Devin, and you know what I mean. We've never stopped. I mean, I think that you see today, everyone was concerned about over the weekend of who we wanted to fight. You know what I mean. We allowed for the opportunity for Devin to rest and everyone to kind of decompress and enjoy that. And I think that you see the first of the week, you see our company back pounding out who we're looking for and what direction we're going in. So we don't have to ask
That's what
any
we want to hear
questions.
because